So I started the company about 6 years ago, and largely on the back of having one of these. So more recently, of course, we've had the Apple Watch, which I got on the first day it came out, and I've been really surprised about how I use it and how I've started to change my habits just having it in my on my wrist. One of the first things I've noticed is that when calls come in, I just look at my wrist and answer those calls on the wrist sometimes. Obviously they're not private calls, but you can see who's calling. You can have a brief conversation and then move on to the phone if you want to. That's a really good way. Other things, I've been doing a lot of cycling recently. I've just cycled to Paris from Bristol, and obviously used the phone with my cycle meter app, and that's been quite interesting, keeping a track of how many calories I've been using as I've been cycling for 4 days. I think it's brought Siri really to the forefront of the phone. I haven't been a great fan of Siri on the actual device, but now I've started to use it much more on the watch because it's just handy to do it. And you can just pick up the watch and say, "Hey Siri," and it brings it up, so you don't actually have to press anything. And I've been using that things like for timers, alarms, appointment setting. It makes that really easy to do things with. So I'm a big fan of that part of it. From a business perspective, I see it working in a number of ways. I think just in terms of speeding things up, to be able to check emails very quickly on your wrist, be able to just dismiss them or not, I think that's great help. I think combining this with what we're doing within beacons is a very interesting side. So you could use the watch to navigate you to, for example, a certain beacon area, or hot desking to work collaboratively with colleagues. I think those three elements coming together is going to be an interesting area. So I think it's going to be in the enterprise sector about efficiency, just about improving the way we work together. So I'm a big fan. I think it's a great extension to the phone, and I think ultimately this will become a phone without the connection to this. That's where I see it's going in the next phases. But so far so good.